Hello everyone and welcome to the Baptist Inn podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Good to have you here. I'm Hamish and as always I'm joined with my good friend Hugh.
Hi.
And Dom.
How's it going, guys?
And we're here hopefully put on a good show for you, talk about games, movies, TV shows, comics, anything, just ramble basically.
Popular culture.
If you've heard us before, we just talk a load of nonsense.
What episode are we on now, guys?
It's 12 now, isn't it?
Episode 12, yeah.
Episode
12. We're at that hard stage now where we've got like a structure, but we never follow it.
Yeah.
No, we do at the start and then we get a bit drunk and then we meander.
Yeah, and Dom's always like, guys, come on,
Guys, focus.
let's stick to it, and then we're fighting.
But now that we've all got headphones on, you can actually hear these
Yeah.
mics as well. It's really nice.
We can hear how bad we are.
Yeah, you
First
stop
time.
making weird noises into the mic.
Still got it.
Yeah.
That's just going to creep people out. So, what you guys got? Dom's actually a wee bit fragile. So
Oh yeah, it's for someone that doesn't really drink on the podcast at all. I was at a gig last night in Glasgow, Kill Switch Engage, and I am fucking rough. Like a dog rough.
Fucking rough.
Fucking rough, man.
You sound it as well.
Yeah. Singing away all the songs and that with Kill Switch.
Sing us some.
Eh.
No. Last week I got made to do several things. Sing us some songs.
Just to make you
Sing
guys
it.
laugh. Right?
What do you want me to serenade you with? My last serenade?
This is my last serenade. This is my last piece of cake.
This is my last piece of cake.
What's going on Instagram?
Yes.
That's enough of that.
Enough of
That's
that.
a good gig though. You have fun.
Oh, it was great. I'd say I got a bit too drunk for it, but
I had a nasty rumour.
what's the rumour, mate?
You were sick in my brother's car.
Rumours are true,
It's
mate.
not a rumour, right? It's
So-
just straight facts.
So like it's been a while since I've been at a gig where it's been a while since I've been drinking that I've had that moment where
It's been a while.
that I've been going, right, I need to stop now or it's past the point of no return.
Yeah.
You're
But
just
you
like,
still-
I had that constantly.
So a Tuesday.
That's Friday.
First line.
What?
There's many lines that you cross.
Yeah, and I was like, I would don't need to drink, and then we just went to the gig, but see, because it was so hot in there, and it was like, I didn't really drink any water. I think it was like dehydration really got to me. So when I got into the
Mhm.
car,
Yeah.
I
Sure.
was saying that, and when I was picking
Why?
up Hamish for it, but I was like, yeah, I think it might have been that. Two big pints of Steins
Two
from
big
West. Steins.
Big, massive
2 pints.
Thor style thing.
Aye,
Yeah.
two pints.
Alright,
so
okay.
I was.
We were there before, weren't we?
I was there for
Our friend Stag do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was alright. Anyway, don't give me that look. But all I remember is Jason saying, "Let's go to McDonald's." Tease your dad, and then all of a sudden, just a volcanic eruption.
Was he sick on my dad?
No, I wasn't sick on your dad because your dad fucking.
Dom wouldn't be here to tell this tale if he was
Right.
sick on your dad
He would have been grumpy anyway, coming to pick you up.
Yeah,
But,
at that time of night.
yeah.
but yeah, it was fun though. And then I had to like Jason when I got into the flat, he's like, "Fucking strap down and get in that shower." But alright, dad.
That story could have went one of two ways.
Yeah.
But I was like, but
Strap down, you won't remember this, Dom.
the scariest part of it all, as I was saying to Hamish, is that I posted on Facebook, on Instagram, and was chatting to people on like Instagram and WhatsApp. Do not remember
Who you
anything.
chatting to?
Just anyone that was like.
What was her name?
What do you think about?
I'm trying to think of anyone that wasn't female.
That was definitely not one of us.
No. But I did all that. I don't remember doing it. Even taking that picture up on Instagram, I was like, ah. And the crazy thing is though, I actually spelled better with not remembering than I ever did. Because my spelling can be quite
Terrible.
rubbish, bad.
You can't talk. You get some of the worst
Yeah,
spelling.
it's not my spelling, but it's my typing.
So
'Cause I
all
don't,
correct.
I don't look at it once I've typed it, and I send it, and I'm like, none of those words are what I meant.
But I woke up this morning a wee bit rough by a wee bit. I was like, I want to die. But I'm covered in bruises and lumps and stuff like that.
Fucking hell, what is that?
Yeah, that was from the pits and stuff.
Oh, you're
I
in
mean,
mosh
that's
pit.
what- yeah, like we jumped through that. me
You're an
and-
old man.
But yeah, like the same like Jason, like I was like, are you sore, man, as well? I was like, I felt like his chest, people probably hitting into him, and then his
Yeah.
stomach, he's like, man, I fucking feel sore. But yeah, good gig.
Yeah.
Would do again.
Would gig again.
Would it not would suffer
Done.
again?
Hamish, I'm sorry to butt you out of this here, but in 7 days
Uh-huh.
we leave to go to Japan,
7 days.
and it's amazing.
So it's 7 days.
Yeah, 7 days.
You said it was 2 weeks in the car?
No, I said we're away for 2 weeks.
Oh, away for 2 weeks. Alright, okay, right.
Sorry,
Two
I
and a
got
half-ish weeks.
Yeah.
We're like leaving a Friday, back on a Tuesday. So like we've got an extra couple of days.
Yeah.
But it takes so long to get there. You're
But
wasting your time getting there. It's like a full day. Full day there, full day back.
Are you connecting somewhere?
Dubai.
How long are you in Dubai for?
I don't
An
know.
hour.
Yeah.
So it's like 11 o'clock at night when we get there, their time. But for us, no, it's 11 o'clock at night for us. But it's also 11 o'clock at night there. I don't fucking know. There's times, right? And I'll follow the times. I'll ask someone.
You've not figured this out.
No, that's why Sinead will figure it all out for me.
Now you can launch it, see, in your watch, your phone. Have
Yeah.
it all set to let Dubai.
Well,
But
I
just
know
make
we've
sure you
not
don't
got a
do
lot of
roaming.
time,
Yeah.
and we're going for there in Narita, which is just outside Tokyo.
Yeah.
So
Wait, what?
I'll be drunk, mate. I'll be drunk most of the time. Free food and drink on this plane. They're like, Mr. I was gonna say my second. Mr. Hugh, get off this plane.
Mr. Hugh. Hugh of the Patches In podcast.
Yeah.
That's me. Off this plane.
Hey, you're 1/3 of that really great Scottish podcast, aren't you? I recognise
Where
that.
could we find you again?
How many times do you think they're going to just say what? And you're like, what's he saying? What is it?
What?
Was that English?
They're too polite, they'll just smile and kind of nod and...
Yeah. I've been asked before what language I spoke. That is some jingly keys.
Oh, well.
It's my wee alky
Alki?
lifesaver.
Is it a wee Alki?
I'm sure
It's, yes, I do keep a bottle opener on my keys. That's fine, it's all the way behind me.
it doesn't jingle.
I'm not sparking cans, but what would you call it? Popping bottles?
Yeah, popping
Yeah,
bottles.
pop a bottle.
Pop a bottle.
Hopefully this isn't too loud on the microphone.
That's really quite nice, isn't it?
These Peronis, man, they sound good when you pop them. To answer Dom's question, you can find us at Instagram as Patches Unofficial. Twitter we've got at Patches In.
Yep.
You can email us at
patchesunofficial.
patchesunofficial@gmail.com. Things like that. Twitch when we do stream, twitch.tv/patchesingaming.
Yeah.
Anyway, to go back to Hugh, what have you been up to lately?
Mostly just buying games. I haven't even been playing. I've been actually putting Switch games away for the flight, because the flight's like 20 hours there, 20 hours back. So I bought Zelda, Link's Awakening, and Alliance Alive, which is an RPG that was out on the 3DS, but because the 3DS was on its way out, they re-released it.
Was it for the new 3DS?
It came out at that time, but it wasn't for the new 3DS.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's Xenoblade Chronicles.
That was a big official for it.
Yeah, that's coming out on the Switch as well.
Yeah.
But like, I bought that and Link's Awakening, and then I went through. I've still got Marvel Ultimate Alliance to finish and stuff like that. So I've been buying Switch games. Then I went to CEX and traded in lots of stuff and bought another lot of stuff. A lot of 360 games because they're so cheap at the moment. Like just the orange box to buy Portal and Half-Life, and then Portal 2 I bought. El Shaddai, you ever heard of that game?
Yes.
It's I think El Shaddai is like a biblical like hack and slash game, which sounds strange. It's like Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, but it looks really, really nice. Like there's a lot of games on that generation that are like hidden gems, and I'm trying to get them now when they're like just a couple of £.
Yeah, before they probably jump right back up as well.
Yeah, before they become like 20, 30. I've also been playing more FIFA 20, obviously.
On the Twitch channel as well?
Yeah, on the Twitch, twitch.tv/patchesandgaming.
It's been interesting, man. Anytime that we've been watching you, you've been doing rather...
Terribly! Like, I honestly think it's to do...
Pressure?
This is going to sound like an excuse, but like because I'm sharing my attention, I'm trying to keep up with who's speaking to reply. But like FIFA's one of them games I have to give all my attention to.
It's like a good woman, you got to give all that attention to.
I think that's shit. I think you've just always been this bad, and this is the first time we've actually had a chance to see.
Well, I can blame you guys for that because yours are so bad it makes me look good.
Exactly. Do you know what? You're not wrong.
So I've been playing that, streaming it a couple of times because it's super easy to stream as well. Like You don't have to
you
set
can
it up.
There's no story that someone can jump in and just watch.
Yeah,
it.
and it's competitive as well. People can get like.
Well, not really when you're playing it.
Did you see the? Did you see? I clipped the Twitch one for it. Like when that was it from a corner, and your player just started freaking out.
Yeah.
For it. Yeah, it was like a 19-second clip. You can check on the channel. It's hilarious.
I've had a few things.
And your face is just going, what the fuck was that?
FIFA does that to me. I get really like during the middle of that stream. I get really down and angry. I was like, man, I'm embarrassing myself.
There's nothing quite like FIFA rage. Like, I rage quite a few games, but FIFA in particular, I don't know what it is. It just gets to you. Like,
I think it's because I know there's someone like I play online, so I know there's someone somewhere else playing it.
Enjoying
and I'm like,
your misery.
They are happy right now.
And I don't like that.
Yeah, it's almost a personal slight. Like they're taking a piss out of me.
Oh, let it go. This guy can't play.
Give me your address. I'll come find you.
Do you use? When was the last time that you guys got like a message, like someone slagging you over like Xbox Mail or anything like that? That used to be a thing that happened all the time back in like 360 days, but
it was our friend that did it.
It's a lot rarer like these days. You know?
Shane, if he's listening, used to do it constantly.
Used to be really bad for it. He would go out of his way, spend 15 minutes.
Rather than just playing the game.
Like, and he was about 30 at the time. He was a good bit older than us at the time. I got it one time. Remember when I was going to do the charity 24-hour stream?
Yeah.
I was testing the night before, making sure everything was working.
Yeah. And
I was playing the FIFA of that generation. And someone came on and just started insulting me. And I was like, well, this is unfair. And then because my gamer tag flashed up on screen, they like just kept sending me abuse on my gamer tag as well. And I was like, that's so unfair. Yeah. I can't say it back on Twitch because you look like an idiot if you start arguing with trolls.
Yeah.
And then they just keep sending like friend requests and messages, so it comes up on the screen. So I had to eventually stop. It was good learning though, because I thought it wasn't just going to be him though. Like people, I learned to get rid of the notification and stuff like that. And then the idiot's name was on his gamer tag.
Yeah. So
and I was like.
I could find you.
I could find you and like message you and call your names back, but
what's the point?
Petty. And that's what he wants, isn't it? He wants a reaction.
Wants a reaction.
But no, I've never. Well, in FIFA, you get it the odd time where someone like sends you a message and like, just shite at this, stuff like that. But nothing serious.
Uncharted 4 for me was really bad for that. But you wouldn't think for an Uncharted game. Yeah, multiplayer was really bad for it. Because it was always me, Lomax, and Harky playing. Because I think you can have like a 3v3, so it's like 4 groups of 3.
Right. Do either of those to listen to this podcast?
They don't. No, they should do.
Those.
They're definitely not going to now, Hugh, are they?
Oh, if they do.
Well, I think Harky might like when he's.
I like Harky.
Harky's good boy.
Harky is good.
I like Simon too.
That face is but yeah, I used to get abuse and that all the time from just. It felt like it was bots because it was the same generic message from it. But then you get one. It was just like, you suck so much, get a life. But it came up, so I don't know if it was one guy triggering that for
following
people.
You?
No, like because it happened to me, Simon. It seemed to like being an issue for it, but then there was other ones that were just like, you should put down the controller because you suck ass.
That sounds like what I would send you.
Yeah.
Well, see, that first one doesn't even make sense. It's like you suck, you're bad at a game, get a life. So this guy's idea of getting a life is getting better at a video game. Like,
yeah, exactly.
That's kind of the opposite. Like usually, if you absolutely like ruin someone and you beat them, then they send you something like, oh, can you play this all the time, get a life.
An American kid. Like they're really bad at the
just
insults. Like we're a lot harsher with our trash talk.
We just sound harsher though.
You go straight to the cunts. Bunch of cunts.
Oh man, I got explicit this podcast.
They're all explicit.
I said that word in Disneyland and a woman took her 2 kids away from me.
Americans don't like it.
I was in the queue for a ride, obviously, because that's what you do at Disneyland. And someone sent me a message like from Scotland. I was in Florida.
Yeah.
And they were saying how cold it was, and I was like, well, it's warm for us in Florida, but there's like Mexican people who find it cold and they're wearing body warmers, and I said there's cunts here and body warmers, but I'm using cunts not a bad way. We just use that as a there's people here.
Yeah, it's the same though. That's an Australian thing as well. That's a good cunt. No,
This women in front of me just grabbed their kids and dragged them away from me, and I was like, oh no, I didn't mean it.
I mean, fair enough in front of kids. That's one thing.
It's just part of the way.
It just comes out.
Spatial awareness.
Yeah, Sinead was so mad at me.
You should have just kept doing that, and then the people in front of the queue would just leave.
Oh,
Can't pass. Can't put this on YouTube either.
This will be in the unrated extended edition.
That's too hot for TV.
So guys, let's get on to games. Dom, you been playing it recently?
I've just been continuing Astral Chain,
Yeah.
enjoying that. Got my second Legion. It's pretty interesting for that. He uses arrows, and you can sort of like shoot shots, round corners and stuff like that, and you can use it to sort of get high ledges. So apart from that, Kingdom Hearts 3 as well, which we're doing this week.
Oh god damn.
So we'll be probably continuing that again. Like, we're obviously going to have that wee break the next couple of weeks when I'm not going to access the PlayStation, but I'll try to get a bit more streaming done this week of it just to get it finished, because it feels a bit like a chore, which makes me sad because I don't want it to be a chore. There's a good game underneath it, good mechanics, but everything else around it just... I feel like I'm pure harping on about how much it makes me sad, but...
I mean, if that's how you're feeling, it's annoying, especially with a later, like a sequel in a game when you've already enjoyed you're looking forward to it, and then it doesn't really quite live up to expectations. No. That's natural, you know what I mean?
But apart from the two games, not much else.
Hugh, have you been playing anything, or just buying things and not playing them?
Just pretty much buying things. Me and Jason actually had a stream. I think it was... I can't remember what day it was. Monday?
Doesn't matter.
Monday, Tuesday. But it doesn't matter. We were playing N64 games.
Yeah.
And oh god, did he get drunk on stream. Censor him.
It was fun, but though I had a laugh watching it.
Played GoldenEye, which is not the game I remember. But it's 20 odd years old now.
Yeah.
And like, it's the type of game that you have to like... The control system's so old and clunky that see it shoot anyone, you have to stop, get the reticle up with a shoulder button and move it,
and then
we used, but to get away from that, the shooting isn't really the fun bit. It's like the proximity mines, the golden gun, the laser, and you're just running in circles shooting each other.
See when you just started throwing proximity mines and then just lagged the game.
The frames just started slowing right down, and you
per second.
You were running, and it was just taking forever.
I was like, I don't remember that ever happening before. I'm like, really, I can't remember that.
I think it was ahead of its time, GoldenEye, but like it started because if you remember '96 it came out, right? So before that it was SNES, Mega Drive. There was no games that looked like that, played like that. So they basically invented console first-person shooters, because Doom and that were out before. But like that fully 3D look.
The music for it is always good as well.
Yeah, it looks obviously because it's on a cartridge, but for a cartridge game, it looks amazing.
Yeah,
I still love it.
Those kind of games were ahead of their time back then, and that's why you liked them. And you have such fond memories, but looking back now, it's just definitely with rose-tinted glasses. You remember them being a lot better than they were, and then you play them and you're like, I mean, I can see why I like this, but it's not
anymore.
Yeah, because obviously things evolve. Even going back to play the original Halo, I was a bit like, oh, this feels clunky. But then they did the anniversary, and it was, awesome.
What was you were playing Mario Kart 2?
Yeah, that ended in a bit of farce, because
that's when I looked. I was like, yeah, Jason's really drunk. Yeah, he just kept holding on to the A button.
Yeah, he would
kept spinning out. And he would not slow down and just kept falling. And all he had Mario just going wah wah. I'm like,
and these microphones though are like cone, so you can't go side to side on them. They won't pick it up. Yeah. So he would just move himself round the microphone, and no one could hear him. And then even at one point, it was under his chin, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
I bet he would just sit like that. He just laughing.
He had like half a bottle of Jim Beam. Yeah. He's ridiculous. And then he was like, no one wants to see a boring stream. So all I did was swear and try and hit me and stuff like that. And try and insult people. But no, it was a lot of fun. The Mario Kart was hard because of the way we have to stream N64 to get it into HDMI. All it did was saturate all the colours, so you couldn't tell the difference between the track on the snow level and like the snow on the sidelines. So we're just going straight on into the wall. So we had to quit that one and go on to like more distinct level. We went to Diddy Kong Racing, I haven't actually got a lot of experience with Diddy Kong, so when I was playing it, I was like, oh, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, the open world sort of like Crash Team Racing style before Crash Team Racing.
I would probably get it for the DS and play it on the DS though.
Yeah, because Conker's in there as well.
Yeah,
so
I saw Conker.
that's like nice wee friendly Conker before he did Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah, before they realised going hard R on it, like 18. I started playing Conker as well. A lot of the rare games I didn't get because me and my brother got an N64.
I'm laughing because speak of the devil, Jason's just Snapchatted me, and it's just a picture of his wee hungover face in the caption, walking the dog, wishing I hadn't drank last night. looking rough as hell.
Yeah, man.
That's like a young Godzilla, isn't it?
Young Godzilla. The Godzilla in his prime.
Growing up, Jason, my brother, had the N64 and I had the PlayStation. Games were cheaper for the PlayStation because they were disc based and you can get Platinum, which were $19.99 instead of the £50-60 an N64 game was.
I can remember like 60-70 quid. And I remember even looking at that. That's when we still see, that's how long ago it was, we still had the co-op in the town centre.
Yeah, I remember the co-op.
Yeah, they used to sell N64 games in there.
Yeah, before the town centre died.
Yeah, before it died. But yeah, it was a crazy amount of money. And again, like I've said before, my experience with like the N64 was swapping it with Greenie. He got to play PlayStation games that he didn't get a chance to play, and I got to play the N64 games.
But what me and my brother did do was we got, for the N64 was a multiplayer console.
Yeah.
Like, because that's the best multiplayer console. Like, because I had 4 controller ports and all of the games were based around.
They were more centric to multiplayer, weren't they?
So we got Mario Kart, San Francisco Rush. That was a good racing game. A lot of racing games on the N64. Pokemon Stadium, like a lot of like multiplayer games, and we played that constantly. Even though my mum would just buy his games to the PlayStation, we'd play the same games to the N64.
Yeah.
Like almost to death.
Yeah.
I loved that thing.
Because we were quite like that as well in the house for it. It was Mario Kart, WWF Attitude was one because you could do like the 4-player one for it.
4-player, yeah.
And then when WrestleMania 2000 came out, and you're like, that was it.
That reminds me, Tom. That's the reason why we started twitching N64. Because we were going to play WrestleMania 2000, and neither of us could figure out how to play that game. And we googled it a bit, but it didn't really work.
It's one of those games. It's like if you've played it crazily, like so much, like for like years, and then you suddenly drop off it, and then you've played other wrestling games or other fighting games that have got a better system to it now.
There's nothing like
it's regressing back to it because like for your specials, you got to hold on to A and. Flick the analog
stick. I couldn't get that because the analog stick's the taunt. So I was stone cold and I just kept giving him the fingers. And I'm like, I'm happy with this. But I want to stun him as well.
Could be worse. See, you wonder as well, like, how was I able to figure this out as a dumb kid? And I'm struggling now, you know what I mean? But, yeah, that's it. It's just because you didn't really have anything else to play, so it would just be that over and over again, you know?
That's right.
Every Saturday, Sunday, like, because we had a big family, so we didn't. Like, we tried not to spend a lot of money, probably, didn't think of it then, but we just used to sit and play the same game for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And that's now why I sit and play the same game for 8 hours every Saturday, Sunday.
You get frustrated.
I mean, that was enough back then, though, you know what I mean? Like,
because I mean, like, you had, like, let's see, you got your racing for, like, Mario Kart, F-Zero, fighting games, you had, like, the wrestling ones, Smash Brothers. You know, like, I can remember playing Smash Brothers like crazy.
Yeah, same. See, when I found Smash Brothers, it was my cousin's friend had just brought it over to my cousin's house. And like as soon as we played it, I was like, "This is the game for me.
Yeah.
I need my mum to go out and buy me this game." She didn't, bitch, but
I'm showing her this.
No, don't please don't. We never ever got Smash Brothers for the N64. We got Melee for the GameCube.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I think we just ran that disc into the ground. We played that every day for about 5 years.
Classic, man.
Yeah.
We should play that online.
Yeah, we'll
Twitch that. I've got Ultimate.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not very good at the older ones. I'm alright to see it like the Wii U and the Ultimate one for the Switch. I'm actually alright at it, but some of our pals are just like unreal at it.
Yeah.
Like, I played like Brian and Rory and like, but they know all like the cancel rolls and dashes and stuff like that. I'm like, I enjoy playing it. I don't want to be obsessed about it. But then
you don't want to go into such depth about it.
The depth of that character roster they've got now, where it's basically everyone is here with all these DLC characters and that as well. It's like, alright, let's get serious for that. Joker's really good to play as well if you've not had a go at him.
It's going to be a weird segue. No, Joker from Persona 5.
Yes, P5.
Does that mean that Persona 5's come to the Switch?
Well, we don't know, because like when we were out over in Japan, I'm wanting to pick up P5 Royale. That's the extra character, extra parts of the story. I get a
PlayStation 4?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Will it play in English?
I think so, from what I've checked. It's
I know
more,
a
it's
lot
more,
of Switch games do that, where
Yeah.
if they release in Japan, they have the English voice acting in it.
yeah, same for it as well.
Yeah, I've got a list. Got a list of them games to buy.
What about you, Hamish? What have you been up to? Any games in that?
You know what? It's a game that you actually mentioned. I think it was in our last podcast. Ukulele.
Ukulele, yeah.
I give
You
that a
said
shot,
that
I think.
so strange
Yeah,
there.
because I was like, is that what it's called?
Ukulele.
Yeah, it's fun. I purely just gave it a shot because you had mentioned it.
Yeah.
And,
And it's a better Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah,
I think it
uh-huh.
controls a lot better.
It's the same.
Hugh sprung a leak.
That's not Pepsi. It's the same developers that were part of Rare that
Yeah.
made Banjo.
Like
Kazooie.
as soon as you play it, you can tell. You know what I mean? Like, even if you've never heard of the game before, you're like,
The characters.
this is basically even like when they're talking and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, the humour, like the levels.
Very British as well, man.
Yeah, the humour is brilliant as well. Like it's it's actually funny. Like it's one of those games because it's so colourful and kind of cartoonish. You're like, is this for kids? But then you see the humour and the action gameplay, and you're like, I'm really enjoying this. Like,
Did you meet?
Yeah.
Did you meet the snake?
Yeah, it's called Trouser. Trouser snake.
Funny.
But yeah, it's good to me.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun though. Like it's really there's a lot more to it than I realised.
Would you be surprised that was like a Kickstarter GoFundMe sort of game as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I
Actually,
remember that.
And it was actually well done
Mm-hmm.
for it as well. It actually hit its goals. It hit its goals quite fast, but it didn't negate. It didn't go, oh, we'll let someone buy us up and then we'll just forget about those monies.
I think
Like,
it's
shame you.
It must have even got stretch goals because there's extra things added on. There's like you can play like retro games style,
Yeah.
and it's like remember those old games where you would just it'd be like a top down driving around a track kind of thing.
Yeah, like Micro Machines.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, there's one of them, and it's like a wee retro T-Rex guy. I can't remember his name,
Oh, is he? I'm sorry.
but he mentions that there's something to do with like because of stretch goals and stuff like that. Like that's the kind of like
Fourth wall.
yeah. There's a like one of the wee bad guys. He's got like a wee top hat, and he's like, I'm the most sophisticated character in this game. And which one's the bat? Is that Lily? Lily?
I can't remember.
I think
Wee bat,
Lily's.
anyway.
Lily's.
Wee bat's like, I'm not sure about that. In the next world, there's a guy with a nice castle. And it's kind of fourth wall breaking. It's fun though, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't. Some games try and do that, and it just falls flat, and it's just that's not funny. Like,
Yeah.
Is that a Game Pass game?
I think it is on
Yeah.
Game Pass. Yeah.
We need to rebrand ourselves as a Game Pass podcast. That actually goes.
Game Pass.
Do not steal that. Game Pass podcast.
We see.
Copyright 2019.
If we do it now, then no one can do it. Like, damn it, beat us to
We
it.
should do more Game Pass stuff. It's it's such a good deal. I can't believe they do. You know me, I like buying all this shit that's sitting around us, all these physical discs, but Game Pass gives me so much choice.
Mate, it's such a good deal that I've stopped buying games for the most part.
Yeah, you were
because
saying that last time. It was just like,
like,
what's the point?
all the fucking games that I've bought are on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like, I could have saved 5-10 grand.
Then you start thinking about it and you're like, God, I waste my life.
Yeah.
But look at all the stuff you've got.
I know, look at all the nice things I have.
It's so nice. But yeah,
But no,
I'm
definitely
still looking.
give it a shot. Like I say, it's really expansive as well. You go into a world and they're big enough as it is, but then you can actually like spend the wee things that you collect to
Pages
expand. Yeah, pages. Yeah, you can expand the world and make it even bigger, so you can go back into it. So like,
it gives you unlocks that give you sort of other ways that you can go back in. So the more pages you get, it evolves the level, so it becomes bigger.
Oh, right, okay.
So the replay value is really good for it.
yeah.
So is it like Banjo where you just go around collecting?
Yeah, just instead of jiggies, it's jiggies.
Yeah,
Jigsaws.
you just get these pages and that's your main goal. But
Okay.
there's,
And guess what, Hugh? They have eyes. Does that surprise you? Everything has googly eyes.
That's amazing.
Very rare
But
for it.
I quite enjoy the you get wee puzzles and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
And you get races and things like that. There's a good variety of actual gameplay. You know what I mean, it's good. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying it. I definitely recommend it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just Game Passing up these days. Just
Yeah.
constantly just downloading what they have.
Well, every time that I play a Game Pass game and then I finish it and then I'm like, right, let's play a game that I actually paid for. And something else comes on Game Pass, I'm like, yeah, that's quite interesting.
That's the thing, like, a lot of games you're like, I'd play that to see if it's... See, that's why
See if it's any good to
the
me.
demos that used to make you buy games.
Yeah, I remember buying so many games because of it. Like Tombi was one.
Tombi?
Yeah, Tombi came out
Do
with a
you know how hard
demo.
that game is to find now?
Yes.
I've been trying to find that game forever and it's like 100, 150.
Yeah. We had
And the
two,
second one's the same.
Yeah, we had 2 copies of that. Oh, sneaky.
Wee sneaky.
Did you pop a bottle?
I popped the bottle sneakily.
We had 2 copies of the first one as
You
well.
millionaire.
Millionaire. I think we got it pure cheap as well.
That's
The Rollers,
collectors
that's
will-
what it was.
I'll kill you in your sleep for that game.
Thanks. Well, for a quick game.
Yeah, I spend
Close
that.
the list.
I spend that in
I
games
could
anyway.
give you it, but no, I'll kill you.
That's the thing. That
Vacancy.
that and Klonoa.
Yeah, Klonoa.
I
yeah.
really want those games to the PS1. They're just really nice.
2.5D sort of intro.
I have the second one for the PS2, the Klonoa 2.
Yeah.
I know I would get away from Tombi,
Is it?
but like we should play Klonoa 2 on
Yeah.
stream because it looks so nice. Even for a PS2 game, it's like a nice game.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what just popped into my head? So we were talking about demo discs.
Yeah.
Vib Ribbon.
Yes.
Yeah, Vib Ribbon's another one I
How
want to
good
play.
was that, man? I loved
Yeah.
that.
See, when we were playing the music of that with the EGX last time, and I was feeling, oh, it's Vib Ribbon, like right away.
Yeah.
I should have won that PlayStation. That PlayStation should have been mine.
Mate, you answered every single fucking question. Man.
Yeah.
It's like,
There was one guy who got no questions.
who's your dude?
I was at PlayStation Access.
Yeah. That was fun. That was like, and
Yeah,
then
you'll
you didn't get to play FIFA, which was pure shite as
I know,
well.
because I would have well won.
Would you? No, I mean,
Yes.
Yeah,
if you watch our Twitch stream, you might disagree.
See, that was FIFA 18. That's different from FIFA 20.
He's a new man.
Yeah, I was nice. But, all my amiibos.
Sorry.
Pichu.
Very Pichu.
Yeah, I just started collecting amiibos as well because I need to spend more money.
Speaking-
because you don't collect enough things.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to need to get a mortgage for another house for all your collectibles, right?
Nah, I'm good. I'll just keep piling into this room until Sinead leaves me.
Kick
and
Sinead out, yeah.
then I'll keep just filling the house with more and more things.
More stuff, more material stuff.
Like, you're going to be on an episode of Extreme Hoarders like, in 10 years, man.
I don't want to let them in. You need to get rid of a Surus Wrath for the 360. Like, no, I don't.
No, I don't.
I might play that one day. I really want to play a Surus Wrath. I'm looking at it right now and I know it's only about 8 hours long and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'd love to play that, but let's play this 60-hour Final Fantasy.
Going for that as well.
Okay, so let's talk about movies, because there's a big one we want to talk about. Dom, you've recently seen Joker, haven't you?
Yes, I did. I got to see that after we finished up the podcast last time. You guys obviously did your wee part.
Did you listen to it after?
I did listen to it after just to see what your opinions were of it, but
After you saw the film?
Yes.
Okay. I
After
was going to
I saw
say,
the
because there's a lot of
Spoilers.
spoilers, yeah.
I've thought about it a lot more and
Yeah.
my thoughts are a bit clearer because
Okay.
last time I couldn't decide whether I liked it or not.
yeah, because I heard that you're very indecisive. Like, was this a good movie? What if you took out all the things to do with Batman and that? Would it make it a better movie, or is it just a mediocre movie for it?
Right. Well, let's get it done yet.
Okay.
Do you think it's good?
Let's,
do I think it's good?
Let's hear from you first, Dom,
Okay.
because the people, if they've listened to our last
Yeah.
podcast, they've heard what we think.
Yeah, so I did enjoy it. The last half hour was phenomenal, but it's one of those movies that's just a slow build. It's a very artsy slow build. Like, it's all wacky, all the time, in your face, dancing.
Yeah.
Literally just dancing. The things are, which is, it's crazy for it, is like, the jokes that he was telling, like, it's just like, you know, scribblings of a madman and that, and laughing at the wrong times and that. Everything was so uneasy.
Yeah.
And I think that's what that I liked about it, was just that it's a movie that just makes you feel uneasy right up until like the last moments and that, where it's, you know, the character finally gets, you know,
Yes,
he gets for it.
that's the thing. I mean, Joker is a character. He's a psychopath. He's meant to feel you. He's meant to make you feel creeped out and weird and uneasy, as you say.
Yeah.
I mean, like I think that's the whole point of it. But it's weird to have a whole film based around that, purely because these days in Hollywood, you need a happy ending and you need, you know, an upbeat film for the most
Or
part.
you need to sequel bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was sequel bait in this.
Yeah.
Well, I think we talked about this last time. I was pretty drunk, so I don't really know. Originally, it was meant to just be like a one-off. It's
Yeah.
part of like DC Dark, which is a new like
Film
sub studio
yeah.
that's just doing one-offs.
After Dark.
But now, like I think it's because it's been received quite well.
Let's be honest, because they fucked up Justice League.
Yeah. It's because they fucked up.
yeah.
Justice
Yeah,
League.
and now Ben Affleck's left, and then the Batman's coming out with.
Well, the
Fancy.
next Wonder Woman's going to start a new timeline or something like that.
Really?
Apparently, yeah. So I've heard.
Because she was the only. Well, her and Aquaman were actually good.
Yeah, Aquaman was fun.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, that shows you how bad it was when nothing to take away from Aquaman or Wonder Woman as characters, but they shouldn't be beating Superman and Batman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so
Well, I think the thing about Superman and Batman, I know we're getting away from Joker, is Superman and Batman.
that was a good 5
I know.
second talk of a Joker.
They get ran into the ground constantly because DC just released a Batman trilogy in the 2000s. We've got Batfleck being in a couple of films in this decade, and then
You
the
got
decade
Lego
before-
movie as
Lego
well.
Batman, which is actually better than Batfleck. And then you had in the 90s, you had Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney. Was there any?
Kilmer?
I said
Kilmer.
Kilmer.
Yeah. Well, Keaton was the first one then.
Keaton, Kilmer,
George
Clooney.
Clooney?
Yeah, I think that's it. We've had Batman for at least 30 years now.
Yeah.
Like different iterations, and like almost Christian Bale's like after that trilogy finished, probably shouldn't have seen Batman for another
For a while, yeah.
10 years
Yeah.
because that was it.
It's been done like well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But Superman, on the other hand, had 70s, 80s, one in 2006 before Man of Steel.
Yeah.
So he wasn't quite as run into the ground, and
Yeah,
that's why
Superman
Man
was
of,
fun, wasn't it?
Man of Steel was a good film. I liked that film.
Yeah.
I really liked that film. Wasn't happy enough to be Superman. He was sad, man.
Let's get back to Joker though.
I'm coming back to
Oh,
Joker.
he's coming back? Okay. Well,
I'm coming back to
You're
Joker.
bringing it back?
I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back.
How
So-
long is it going to take you to bring this back, Hugh?
I will.
Just to reverse
Right.
back.
So.
That's
After
you're bringing it back?
yeah. So I was saying that Superman didn't get run into the ground. Batman was run into the ground, but like not run into the ground. But we're just sick of seeing so many different Batman.
Mhm.
They were like, how can we do another Batman film without Batman?
Yeah.
It's like, well, what's the other and the most recognisable character from that franchise? Joker.
Mhm.
And like, see, I brought it back.
Okay. Is
And
that
I think this is another. You've got this Joker film because
you
you
think
can't
it's
go back to Batman.
just
so
a way to make a
quickly.
Batman film without calling it a Batman
Yeah,
film?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Plus, Joker became this fucking cultural icon after, Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger.
Hmm.
Like, especially Heath Ledger.
Yeah, he's
Mark
almost,
Hamill.
he's almost
you know.
as recognisable as Batman.
Yeah.
Huge character, but like, I don't think this film was a great Joker film though. Like, how's this Joker menacing? Because he's sad?
Well, no, the thing is though, like, I mean, and it's
'Cause he's creepy?
it's an absolute trope these days for superhero films or supervillain, whatever you want to call them. Like, it's they're all origin stories. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you never see a fully fleshed out one. And now that they are considering doing a sequel, I think it'll have to be different because
That was
like,
the defining part of the Joker's origin, though, that it wasn't defined.
But then it's like,
Yeah.
but again, we don't know. Is that him
the
just
Joker?
Yeah.
how much of that was even real and that kind of thing.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is so interesting. I like how they left that open for it. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
But what I mean is, like, there might, say for example, they make another sequel, he might have completely transformed. They might be, like, it would be a kind of a leap because he's obviously insane, and he didn't seem particularly smart.
Yeah.
Not that he was
He
an
wasn't
idiot, but
menacing.
he's not like he's not a mastermind or anything like
Yeah.
that. So you would think, how are they going to bridge this gap of going from, a mental patient to, a supervillain of great
The
intellect,
clown prince of crime.
yeah, someone that can, face off against Batman and win sometimes.
But then you got to remember, Batman's a little boy at the moment.
Can you imagine
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
Joker
Yeah.
versus Christian Bale's Batman?
Well,
Ah,
no,
that-
because
but
like,
see,
you've not really
that's-
had much time.
That's
to
not
see
fair.
it.
No, that's not fair. Like the Joker, Heath Ledger's Joker, had clearly been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing, and even his background, like a lot of things he does, it's obviously never explained. But you think he probably has some kind of military background, or
Yeah, that was the thing about that Joker. Was like post 9/11 soldier who'd probably been like PTSD and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But his Joker was, Heath Ledger's Joker was shown from the very beginning to be dangerous and menacing
Mhm.
and physically intimidating
Yeah.
as well.
but we never got an origin of that Joker.
Yeah.
He might have been,
They could have
Yeah.
did like that sort of story for him and then shown you how he became like that. It's the same like this is the first movie
I think
of a kind of reboot, I would say, of a
the
Joker.
test of this film could be that, see if you remove the Batman references, right, and
Yeah.
called it Arthur. I think it's still a 7, close to 8 out of 10 film.
Yeah.
But I think the
Do you think having the
the
Batman
aura
element-
of the Joker
Yeah.
has lifted this film above being merely good to being great. Like
Okay.
people,
I wouldn't say it's
the
made the
Joker's a
film better.
trendy.
I wouldn't say it's made the film better. Like, see if you're looking at it from a purely technical standpoint and the performances and stuff like that, it's not
Yeah.
made it any different. It's just brought more attention to it.
Yeah.
More people have gone to see it because it's Joker.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, if this was called Arthur,
Mhm.
would it be? People would still be saying Joaquin Phoenix did a great job because he did,
Yeah.
because he had to carry the film because there was nothing really else in the film.
Because it was like very slow. It was very slow build. What you would hear all the stuff that happened in Gotham, like rat infestation, rat infestations.
I love the fact that you saw the super rats in the background.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and then, like everyone closing down. The rich are still,
Do you know what I liked? That the part of the film I actually liked was that it is almost like an anti-capitalist film.
Yeah.
Like about stripping away services for poor people, and then they get desperate, and then the rich people are in danger at that point.
Yeah, and that's when there was like chaos has happened.
Also, the characterisation of Thomas Wayne still doesn't sit nice with me.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. I was like, I don't understand like why you thought, like he did good things. Yeah, it says, but you're seeing this from the perspective of Arthur rather than the perspective of like Bruce.
It was pretty blatant what he was saying though.
Yeah.
Like he was calling like, if you didn't get to where I am, it's because you didn't work hard enough and stuff like that. That's the kind of I get political, but that's like a right wing talking point. You got to drag yourself up, even though Thomas Wayne was one of the people that inherited money and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, but did you not think it was believable, or what did you take issue with?
Thomas Wayne, the character, is meant to be almost as altruistic as Batman.
Mhm.
Like he
You're-
was a
you're
doctor and he
saying-
helped people, and like and he
You're
spent all his
saying, you're
life
saying
helping.
meant to be, but this is, it's not following the canon of other,
Yeah.
stories.
I mean,
Yeah, I
you
just
seen-
didn't like the characterisation
Yeah.
of Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, because like you seen the way.
They've changed who as a fundamental part of the Batman mythos, because the fact that he was such a nice guy
Yeah.
went down to his son.
But then it's more like, again, this is from Joker's perspective. This
Yeah.
whole story, it all could just be made up, and he's seen it that way. Because like even like the Zorro movie they came out of, it was just they came out in the chaos.
Yeah.
And you're like, that never has ever been sort of said for an origin for Batman, that the Gotham was on fire, and then that's when his parents get shot.
Is this
So it
film,
was a different sort of take on that.
this film is a homage to Martin Scorsese's two films, Taxi Driver and the comedian one. I can't remember.
King of Comedy,
King of Comedy. King of
which
Comedy.
is also got Robert De Niro.
Yeah,
Aye.
and
Who, by the way, fucking man, he was brilliant.
yeah,
He was
he
good,
tried
yeah.
in this film, didn't he?
He really did try.
Yeah.
Like it's
But
weird.
I'm not saying that this film is bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like.
No.
I don't think it's the best comic film I've ever seen.
Mhm.
I also don't think it's a great portrayal of mental health a lot of the time either.
Really.
Yeah.
Do you mean great as inaccurate, or
Of mental health.
yeah?
I mean, mental health look like everybody who has mental health issues is dangerous and stuff like that. Like.
So you don't think it's a good idea making a film portraying mentally ill people being dangerous?
Well, yeah.
But that can't happen. Like,
Yeah.
The most of, like it's more likely to happen to someone that is mentally unstable to do it. But I understand it's like not everyone that is mentally unwell is going to be a killer or is going to try hurting themselves, hurting others, or there's different sort of levels for that.
yeah, I mean, and that's no different from saying that you don't want to see films about normal people being portrayed as
I know,
murderers.
it wasn't the fact that it was about mental health.
Yeah.
It was the way mental health was used in the film to portray this as his descent into madness because of these mental health. Like,
But wasn't he doped up and stuff like that as well?
his
He had
medication.
medication
His
at first,
medication
and
got
then it
pulled.
was cut off. Yeah.
Yeah. It was,
So
it was
he didn't get the help he needed.
yeah. I also thought, see the
Switcheroo.
switcheroo with the girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
Oh, you
like,
could
it was
see that.
predictable because
Yeah.
I was like, no way, did that creepy move work?
That one where your finger got
yeah, that's super creepy move. And honestly, I left the middle part of the film. I was bored. I was as bored as the two men that fell asleep next to me. The ending was really fun.
Yeah.
But I still left going, that was okay. you know, I didn't feel a profound happiness that that film was amazing. Like that, I've left films before going, that was really good. I really, really want to see that again, but that film just didn't do it for me. And I super don't get the praise that it's getting for
Oscar buzz?
Yeah, like awards.
Well, no,
I still think that Heath Ledger's Joker was a better Joker.
Yeah, he is a better Joker.
Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix.
I think in terms of like pure performance.
Yeah.
Joaquin was a better actor.
Because the camera was on him 99% of the time of the film.
Yeah,
but then
it
was his film.
But then that's because Heath managed, like, you know, he was the Joker rather than a Joker or turn into a Joker.
That doesn't really track because Anthony Hopkins got an Oscar for Silence of the Lambs and he was in it for 11 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
Well, no, I mean
just because it's you know centric around Joaquin Phoenix doesn't mean.
No, comparing them to Heath Ledger though, because Heath Ledger wasn't the main character of.
Yeah, but I'm talking
Dark
about.
Knight.
I'm talking about purely from a technical standpoint of acting. Like that was Oscar worthy, I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't. Well,
Oscars are ridiculous anyway. But
yeah. Because like when Leo got that for like The Revenant.
Yeah, they didn't give him it for The Revenant. They gave him it for the other films.
All they've done and been snubbed on.
I honestly get this is probably just a film, like us disagreeing slightly about a film because you maybe think it's a 9, I think it's a 7. It's not a huge difference.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was super special.
It's more because
the ending was fun.
Yeah. I liked the bit where he was all bust open. They just grabbed the blood from the top of his lips
Yeah,
and then just made the smile. I was like,
that was really cool. Todd Phillips came out and said, because people were talking about Joaquin Phoenix's portrayal, and he said that he just let Joaquin do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And the film kind of looks like also it feels too long.
Mm-hmm.
Like that should have ended when he was dancing on the car. That would have been an almost perfect
Maybe
ending.
you saying for it, but
I don't get why you needed that extra
Yeah.
little bit in Arkham.
Well, just to say, like, was this all a dream? Because he's like going to have these hallucinations. Was it all in his head when they were trying to talk to him?
Yeah.
Did he kill that lass at the end? And you know,
I think that's what it was. That was just to make the viewer kind of think like, I can't really trust what I've been shown here.
Yeah.
Like it's open for interpretation. You know what I mean?
and we'll see that.
I
Hopefully,
don't
we'll
know,
do
maybe
that sequel.
I was expecting a different film. I think.
Is it more?
I think I was expecting it to be, like, the Joker earlier
Yeah.
than he was.
Is it more?
His descent into madness was super slow.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be around the time he had to leave his work. I thought it was going to be there. We're going to see some difference.
Yeah.
But even at the end, he wasn't quite there.
Yeah.
He wasn't actually at being the Joker yet.
But I'd say that there was differences that you could pick up on. Like you know, like he started stuttering less and things like that. Like
he's laughed.
he became more comfortable in his own skin.
Joaquin Phoenix's laugh is brilliant.
It's so good.
But I don't know. I think maybe the fact that I've watched so many versions of the Joker,
Yeah.
I was probably expecting something and I didn't get it, and I was like, I didn't like this.
There are that many, and it's the same with like Batman now. Like there's so
Yeah.
many versions. You're obviously gonna have a favourite.
He is the goddamn Batman.
If you know you're expecting something and you don't get it, you're obviously gonna be like, no, well.
But yeah, you'd see like
I want Mark Hamill as the Joker.
Yeah.
My brother Ryan went and seen it and he hated it because he expected it to be all about Joker running about like causing shit, and he says like that for the first hour and a half. I was like, fucking this is.
Yeah, I felt it got boring in the middle.
Yeah.
But it's a character study of him.
Yeah. But then like I did like to see the jokes or the funny moments in the movie were legit funny. Like when he was with the two police officers at the hospital, and he walks walks right into the exit only.
That is a completely tone shift in that film. It felt like a super serious film, and he walks into that door, and I laughed, and I was like, "That's weird."
Yeah.
But then it's the same what he did with the kids when he was at the hospital and the gun just.
Yeah. See, those small parts, I was like, that's fun. But like the thing about the Joker was that the joke's never on him.
Yeah.
Like that was the weird thing. You're never meant to laugh at the Joker.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like the Joker's not meant to be sad and pathetic. The Joker is this like he laughs at his own like terror, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I didn't get this. I didn't get this film. I honestly.
Yeah.
I need to see it again.
I would give it another rewatch, but I really did enjoy it.
I've got a funny story, but I went to see it a second time with my family, and you know the new Will Smith film's coming out, Gemini Man.
Gemini Man, right? Yeah.
And that's obviously like you find out he's being cloned and he's chasing his clone, right?
Young Will versus.
Regular film. Like we use that like de-aging technology on his face.
Yeah.
So we're sitting in the cinema, and that that advert comes on, and my mum leans over to me. He's like, he's dead like his dad, isn't he? She would thought it was like Jaden Smith. I burst out laughing in the cinema. She was like, what?
That's a film
That's pretty good.
that I'm going to go see that I already know is not going to be very good.
Well, because it's got Will Smith in it.
No, the premise is pretty, standard.
Well, because it's been done before with Bruce Willis and what's his name?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, sure.
It's not a clone. He's actually him.
Time
Yeah,
travel,
but it's kind
the
of
same.
yeah,
same
premise.
thing.
The thing is,
You
though,
signed a
like,
contract. That's all.
and every film does it these days. I already know the whole film.
Yeah, in the trailer.
The trailer shows you absolutely everything about it. Like,
Actually, I watched a vlog about a guy who went to see it like 4 different times in 4 different ways, like 4DX, 3D. There's another like 4DX. No, D-Box. It's D-Box, and X screen or whatever, where it's the full like.
kind of
It's not 360, but it's like
thing,
it's around you. And he says that now in a 3D film they usually brighten it because the glass is dim.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't brighten it.
So I couldn't see what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
He said I saw this film 4 times and it was. Oh no, the other way he saw it was in America they're doing 60 frames per second films and 120 frames per second films. I've not seen it here, but usually it's 24 frames per second in the cinema.
Mm-hmm.
That
But
seems way
it just
too
looks
much.
like it looks like that Hobbit thing I complained about last time.
Yeah.
Whereas it looks like a BBC show.
Yeah.
I'd say like
You get that on some TVs, that kind of motion
Frame skipping. Frame.
It looks just unnatural.
Looks like fast forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were we going
I
to
was
say?
going to say if there's any American listeners out there, I don't want to let us know what that's like actually.
We have a couple.
Yeah.
Some from Michigan, some from California.
If you let us know, like how that experience is, if you've got a cinema nearby that does that, just to say, like, even just drop a quick message at patchesinofficial@gmail.com.
Yeah, let us know.
Tell us if you understand this podcast.
Let us know. We need to figure this out.
We got one Iraqi listener, 2 Portuguese. Like I'm just worried about they're just listening to learn about Scottish accents.
I think people down in England would struggle.
Yeah.
I know that's yes and no.
Last time I was in England, people were like struggling to hear me. I had to get the lassie I was with to translate basically. Order me a drink, man, for fuck's sake.
2 pints, please.
Legal tender.
Cunt. That's staying in.
Oh, that's good then.
Right, so we all like the Joker film. Some of us like it more than others. I'd honestly think that this film might have been better if it came out with no reference to Batman whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
No, they wouldn't do that though.
Yeah, I know.
They would
Probably
never do
wouldn't have got funded if it was just
that.
a film about a
And
man.
they struggled for years to get it made.
He even struggled for years to get
it.
Wacky to go sign on board for it as well.
Oh,
Wasn't
really?
He was like very, I'm not sure about this superhero sort of thing because it was a trend. And usually like actors like him, they're like superhero movies really, and you're like, but again, it's not like superhero movies have changed so much even in the last 5 years.
They can be different as well. They can be all different. They don't have to be all the Marvel style of jokey, serious.
Well, it was Guardians of the Galaxy fictional down that really.
Kind of thing.
I like Guardians.
I
That's a
love
great
Guardians. See them 1 and 2. Like,
Did we ever tell you about the
Yeah,
time
they're
me and Hamish? Have we told this story on the podcast before?
Is this a stag do?
Yeah, we went
No,
to
we
Shane's stag do and we went to Blackpool and we went to see Guardians.
The very first thing we did.
Yeah, we went to cinema to see Guardians. That's 5 years ago now.
Yeah.
We were sitting in the cinema and obviously we weren't expecting it to be so funny.
yeah.
And Shane was laughing like this. Ha ha ha! at everything all the way through.
Is it like that ostrich from what Family Guy?
No, but it was like loud, like and slow laughing.
Like it sounded like a fake laugh, but it was actually his laugh.
But everyone in the cinema, including us, was just every 10 minutes look at him and go, "Shut up, laugh into yourself."
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna make sure Shane listens to this
Please.
podcast.
Yeah, oh, it's a loud laugh.
Louder than mine.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yours was short, his was long, and it was like everything. It ruined every joke because I knew he was going to laugh, and it grated me before the joke hit.
Oh, Guardians though. That's the other
That's a
my
good
favourite
film.
ones. I can't wait for Volume 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of good Marvel stuff coming up. I think it was last time we were talking about Doctor Strange. Next one's going to be like a horror.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see what they do with that. Like
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah. Have you seen
Cabbage
the-
Patch.
Have you seen any of the leaked photos of the Suicide Squad?
No,
I've heard of all the people being like seen
it's
on
going to be
set and stuff
wild.
like
There's
that.
so
There's a
many
lot of
people in it. Are they just going to ignore the first one?
From what I'm reading, they're like, yeah,
Well,
they can't
I don't
really,
know.
can they?
Oh yeah, is it not a soft reboot? So it's like
Yeah.
it's still got Margot Robbie and stuff like that, but
It's got the people who want to stay on.
I think they are discarding that last one. Yeah.
Like I
But it's an
don't,
Oscar-winning movie.
I don't like the original Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah,
But
it's okay.
I like watching it.
Yeah.
Because it's like watching music videos. Like there's this thing happening,
Yeah.
thing happening.
It's
Like-
it's like fun to watch.
Yeah, it's got fun points, and
It's
it's
like
just
a popcorn movie. You just turn your brain off and watch
Yeah.
it and enjoy it. You know what I mean?
yeah, but it's not good.
No.
But it's just fun.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see with Leto's Joker for it as well. Like, I honestly thought they would have given him more to do in that movie, but then you see
Supposedly
after
they did.
Yeah,
and
they
they
have
just
so
cut
many,
it.
they just
Cut it out.
Apparently they had tons of stuff.
But you know the story with that film?
Yeah.
They had three people do edits, and then they edited the three into one edit,
Yeah.
and that's why it's
It
so
just
disjointed.
totally, yeah.
It's so weird. That's why people call it a music video, because it was a music video company that
Yeah.
edited it the last time.
Yeah.
And it just it's so disjointed.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of music in it as well.
Yeah, a lot of music because they're like, oh, Guardians is working. I'm sure
Yeah.
that was like, oh, what else? Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy selling. Let's just put in Queen music because
It had the most
Really?
uninteresting bad guy in it ever. Like,
The soundtrack was cool, to be fair. Just,
Yeah.
you know.
yeah,
No,
I
no,
have the
no.
soundtrack on
Yeah.
vinyl because
Yeah.
it had a lot of good songs.
Yeah.
and it's like, but like when you look at the Guardians soundtrack, where each song actually has a meaning for like Quill
Mm.
for it. It's the same with Guardians. That's why I like Guardians of the Galaxy 2, especially because of like the chain. It's
Yeah.
like that's like the way that's sort of structured for the song
Yeah.
for it, like the way they play the songs and the story. Like you never break the chain after them all sort of go their separate ways,
Yeah.
and then they all come back together.
Yeah, there's like
Because
a
you
reason
never break
for
the chain. You're like,
There's a reason for each
Yeah,
song.
it's
in
well
the film.
thought out. It's not just like, oh, this song's a cool song, let's throw that
Yeah.
in.
And I did think Suicide Squad had that issue.
Supposedly there was a lot more Leto and a lot more Joker
Yeah.
in the original cut, and he was angry that they cut so much of
What
him
I could
out.
believe, because like I thought, like yeah, the looks a wee bit strange, but I did like any time that I did see him on screen, I didn't think he was that bad. A lot of people,
No.
oh, he's fucking rotten. Like you
He
barely
was-
seen him.
Yeah, he was
I
a
think
different type of Joker.
I think he suffered from being after Heath's. And
Yeah.
everyone's expecting something like that, and he was obviously a completely different take on the Joker.
He's going to get bombed out now because of
Uh,
Joaquin Phoenix.
Apparently, he's not happy about that.
Yeah,
That's
I
all,
would be
but,
either.
Yeah.
Your turn to play this iconic character.
Look
Oh,
at
by
the,
the way.
the shit one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to be in Suicide Squad and that's it.
Yeah. Well,
Are they going to
Well-
make him the Batman villain?
no, I don't think so.
No, I know that the Batman villain's going to be the Riddler and unnamed.
Penguin.
Is it Penguin?
It was because it was going to be Jonah Hill was going to be a Penguin, but he's dropped out.
Oh,
I know.
Which I think, yeah. Which
Right,
I think
may as well
would be
talk about this
interesting,
now, but Paul Dano is going to be
Riddler. Yeah.
Riddler,
Yeah.
and that's a good casting. That's some
Yeah.
real good casting.
I'm gonna pop a bottom before we
You're
start.
gonna pop some bottles.
I fucked it.
He's fucked up.
yeah.
All my years of practice and I fucked it.
But I'm kind of looking forward to this Batman film.
Yeah.
Right, fuck people that are like, oh, Robert Pattinson, he was in Twilight, he can't be Batman. It's like, oh, why not? He's an
Well,
actor, he can be different people if he wants.
Heath
Like,
Ledger
yeah.
had all that problem. I remember when that came out with him. Because I was like, motherfucker, I like Knight's Tale.
Yeah, I like that. I went to the cinema to see that when I was like 13.
Yeah.
I love
I think
that
we've
film.
talked about this before. It's a well good film.
Yeah,
right.
we
Because
should
but then
watch Knight's
people,
Tale together.
yeah. But then a lot of people says like he would be able to do that. It's such a serious role for it. And then you take one look at him and you're like, oh, that kind of looks strange. But then when you see like the mannerisms that he brought to the Joker for it,
Yeah.
you're like, the way he was always licking his lips
Yeah.
for it. And
See, I know I'm gonna get back to it, but I honestly love him more than any other portrayal of Joker. It's St. Mark Hamill's.
Yeah.
and the video games and TV show, both. Yeah.
I just think that Joker's the quintessential Joker.
You just wish you got to see more of him. You can tell, like in Dark Knight Rises, that
He was going to be in it.
he was going to be the judge.
Yeah, and they made it the Scarecrow.
Yeah, but you could tell he did.
I don't think that would have suited it though, because the Joker would want to be the guy doing the chaos.
I mean, that isn't, being a judge the exact opposite of chaos. Like,
Yeah.
fair enough, though. I suppose there's a bit where Cillian Murphy asks Gary Oldman, what do you want? Do you want death or do you want exile? And then like exile is like walking out onto the ice, and then they fall down and die. And Gary Oldman's like Commissioner Gordon's like, well, if you think of walking out onto that ice, you've got another thing coming. And he's like, right, okay then, death by exile.
Yeah.
I can see the Joker saying that, and like.
Cillian Murphy was wasted in that film. I think he should have had a bigger place. I like him as an actor. He's obviously amazing in Peaky Blinders.
In the third one?
Yeah.
Well, he was in all three. He was in the second one briefly as well.
What was it? Oh yeah, he was in it.
At the very start, he's like dealing with a guy, and then the fake Batmen come in.
Yeah.
That's right. I did completely.
He was wasted in two of the films then. Cillian Murphy's a great actor.
Yeah, he's really good for it as well.
Plays a psychopath in Peaky Blinders as well.
Yeah. To go back to the new Batman,
to go back to the Joker.
But the new Batman will be interesting again. A lot of people gave Robert Pattinson shit for this, but then I thought it was the same with Ben Affleck. He got a lot of shit.
Yeah, I
thought he did well as Batfleck.
He was a brutal
Batman. He was like Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Like an older, angrier, drunker Batman.
Fed up with this shit, Batman.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash your face into the ground as hard as I can.
That's the thing though, like in the Arkham games for example, like the takedowns that you do is like, that guy's not walking again.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna have like severe brain damage.
He's not dead though, Hamish.
He's not dead, he's not dead, but he's like, he might as well be.
He wishes he was.
Batfleck was definitely like the closest there's been to that in my opinion.
Yeah, I like Batfleck. I actually just like Ben Affleck as an actor.
Yeah,
I think he gets a lot of shit.
Apple's
I like Kevin Smith films though.
He's good for that as well.
The thing is though, like they're saying that the Riddler's going to be Edward Ashton, which was like, well, it was originally called Edward Nygma, and then there was like a New Earth and they called Edward Ashton, and then when he became a supervillain, he called himself Edward Nygma. So this sounds like it's going to be another origin, at least of the Riddler. Like, I don't think we know anything about Penguin.
Wait, hold on.
If he's going to be Penguin, Enigma.
Enigma?
Sorry, I just wanted to make that joke there.
Have you seen Gotham?
Yeah.
Did you like Ed Nygma?
Yeah, I think he was pretty good.
I think he was a really good actor. I honestly really enjoyed Gotham. It gets a lot of shit for not having Batman in it until the very end.
It's cheesy, but it's fun cheesy.
I think it's better than the CW shows like Arrow and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It depends. Like some Arrow's good, some Arrow's shite. But
are you gonna watch Crisis?
Yeah. Like they're all in it. So, so I'm kind of like
Tom Welland's in it. Michael Keaton's going to be in it.
Yeah.
Brandon Routh's going to be in it. Christopher Reeve. Never mind.
I was like a toad.
Do you think they would get our man Henry Cavill to be in it? I think he's a superstar. I think he'll be in it.
He's probably busy doing The Witcher.
I want no one else as Superman except Henry Cavill.
He fits the part. Yeah.
I really thought that it was him seeing Shazam until I seen the behind the scenes. I'm like, that's not him.
I
was hoping to do a direct DVD sort of one and say, oh no, that was him there, and have different shots.
It should have been like, I mean, that would take like less than a day, like half a day. You know what I mean?
I honestly hope there's like a Shazam vs Superman like story. No, like Batman. I don't think they'll do it again because of Batman vs Superman. But if you read Kingdom Come, they fight in that, and it's almost equal. Like, because they're more one's physically strong, one's magically strong.
Yeah.
They're equal in power almost.
Magic's always been, Superman's Achilles heel, really. So.
And Green Rocks.
Yeah.
And Lois Lane and films.
And video games.
Jesus.
That's a lot of kryptonite.
He's got tons of kryptonite, doesn't he?
It's not that strong.
You can't beat Goku.
Don't you stop this.
And is it horses?
Horses? This is all I call it. Oh, cut that out.
R.I.P. Christopher Reeve.
I thought you were going to say Christopher Lee.
R.I.P. Christopher Lee as well.
I love both of them actors. Yeah. I used to watch the 1979 Superman film back when I was a little boy, about 92, 93. I used to get my sister's apron and put it on backwards and fly about. Losers. Yeah.
Speaking of Henry Cavill and stuff like that, have you seen there was a trailer just released today for The Witcher?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
One of those trailers that you get like half a second of every scene and it just cuts and it's trying to make it exciting. It's like I actually just want to see something. Like
Yeah, show me something nice.
It just does like explosions, and then you see Yennefer for a bit, and then there's this big spider.
Spider.
I was gonna say arachnid because he always makes fun of me when I say spider.
Why would I do that?
Oh,
Say it again, and we'll see.
You say that I say the word spider. It's weird.
Spider.
Arachnid.
Spider, yeah.
Spider.
Some
Not spider.
arachnid creature.
Spider, not Spidre.
That'll be Speed Ray.
Speed Ray. That's
like a...
It's a Mexican Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Speed Ray.
Yeah, Speed Ray.
That's amazing. We should do that comic book. Trademark 2019.
Stop trademarking things on this podcast. It's not a trademark podcast.
Trademark 2019.
Shut up, Dom. Trademark 2019.
Shut up. That's 2010. That came up on Facebook.
Yeah. Shut up, Dan.
Shut up, Dom.
I mean, so many people have said that over the years, man. You need to collect your money.
I know. His mother, father, brothers, sisters.
Anyone that's ever known him.
Ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends.
I fuck everybody.
It's true.
On that note.
where are we going with that? Right. Where were we?
Shush. Sorry, there's a wee pug that's just ran into the studio.
Oh, is it you?
It's got a moustache. He's drunk already, isn't he?
I'm gonna get real drunk tonight because I gotta go to work at 7. I'm gonna get drunk early.
Right, talking about movies, there was a big one released on Netflix recently.
Big one?
At least it was a pretty big deal if you watched the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
El Camino.
El Camino, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Have
In the
you
back of an El Camino.
Have you watched it?
I haven't, but
We're gonna spoil the shit out of
go
it.
ahead,
Because there is no spoilers in this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Is
So
it-
you've seen it, Hugh, yeah?
Yeah, I've seen it. I actually was engrossed by it, even though nothing happened.
Yeah. It was a nice, send off for Jesse and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And it was nice for anyone that became a fan and really learned to love the characters in it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was nice to see everyone because there's a lot of like flashbacks to all the characters in it
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But it was unnecessary, I would say. All it really did was wrap up what happens to Jesse very shortly after it, and you see he gets a kind of quote unquote happy ending, but you already could have made that up in your mind anyway. Because when you saw him driving away and getting away, but
Yeah.
but it was enjoyable to watch, and the performances were good and stuff like that. But
You don't learn anything new from this.
mm,
Like you don't really learn anything new. You just hear Jesse gets. You know how you wanted to get him a little bit of revenge.
Mm-hmm.
He got a little bit of revenge. A tad.
mm.
He got a tad
That's
bit of
smidgen.
revenge.
Well,
I
the
guess-
other people that he would get revenge from were already dead. So
Yeah, that was
Revenge.
that was what you wanted them. You want because
You
what the
want
film
closure?
did was show. In the TV show, they didn't really show how bad he was getting treated.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like living in a cage, being forced to cook meth on a fucking scaffolding type thing. It showed you that, and it looked horrific.
Mhm.
Like what they were doing to him, how they were treating him. Plus Todd, I forgot how much of a psychopath and creep that guy
Yeah,
was.
he's pure creepy, isn't he?
Yeah, just strange.
The
But
only thing I didn't like, there was too much of Todd. Like, you only got a small, you only got a small bit of Mike, you got a small bit of Walt, a small bit of, was it Jesse? No,
Yeah.
not Jesse. That's
that's
that's his name. What was
Um,
his girlfriend's name again? Kristen Ritter's character.
the one that died,
Yeah,
With the
I'd
sick.
like it, yeah.
a heroin chick.
Yeah, her anyway.
You know who we're
you,
talking
you only saw like a wee bit of all of these people. I feel like they could have fleshed that out a wee bit more, but there was a lot of Todd.
Yeah, there was a lot of Todd, but I think they
Weirdo.
wanted to just show how bad Todd was as a
Yeah.
person.
Well,
The film was good. I expected more things to happen. It was shot beautifully because,
yeah.
like, some of the shots. See when he was searching the house and it was from above,
Yeah, you can
and
see
you could
every
see,
room.
see every room. It
Alright.
just looked amazing. And Vince Gilligan,
Gilligan.
Vince Gilligan, the creator, he's made me watch 4 seasons of Better Call Saul where
Yeah,
nothing's
yeah.
happened, and I loved every single second. Like, you feel like nothing big happens, but it's all the little, like, you love, like, I love the way Bob Odenkirk plays Saul
Oh, yeah.
or
Yeah.
It's a
what was his name?
Jimmy McGill.
Jimmy McGill.
Yeah,
Like,
the way they do the deliveries and all that for it, like the way the actors handle the
everything-
lines and the way it's shot.
Yeah.
You're engrossed in it from the very beginning.
It feels real.
It's
real
the movement
characters
I always
and-
liked from like Breaking Bad, the Better Call Saul. Like, they would have like, the way it's shot and the way they follow characters. It's not like a third person. It's like movement, one shot, usually long takes and that they do for it. Not like super long for the sakes of it, but it's shot like that for a reason. It's shot like that for a purpose. When they've got like to make you feel uncomfortable shooting from the bottom
Yeah.
for it and that when they're doing the
They're
deals,
really
like-
good at building tension.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
really
Excellent.
good.
In
Yeah.
Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, the tension builds so quick. Like you feel so tense by the end of a scene, and
They
then
always lay
then
that foundation
then
down.
it releases, and you're like,
even if nothing happens, even if like the person gets away or whatever, like it's just kind of like.
yeah.
Felt that.
if you ask me what happens in Better Call Saul, I'm like, I don't really. Something to do with his brother.
I don't know. Maybe you better call him. I think.
Yeah, but I like watching it. Every episode feels.
It's purely like character driven.
Yeah.
There's no like crazy plot points in it.
It's not
like that,
super
but you're-
funny. It's
but
not
you're,
super dramatic.
you're watching it because you are really invested in the characters. They're really fleshed out. They're actual people.
Yeah,
You know?
they're relatable.
Yeah, Jimmy
Man's-
McGill is very relatable because
And-
he's just a guy trying to make it work.
Yeah, and Breaking Bad in general was always great for that, even though there were some crazy things happening in the season. But El Camino as well, like Hugh was saying, there's not a whole lot happens. There's some cool scenes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Jesse gets to be a bit of a badass in a couple of scenes, but overall, if you were a huge fan of Breaking Bad, I'd say watch it. If you want more Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it felt like a long episode, didn't it? It
Yeah,
didn't feel
basically.
like a film.
Yeah, it feels like, see, even if they had like one other episode that was like the film was 2 hours or something like that, they could have wrapped it up in like probably one episode, maybe like an hour and a half
Like
episode.
an epilogue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what this is.
Yeah, basically. But like, at the same time, even if you're a Breaking Bad fan and you can't see it or you don't want to see it, like you're not really missing anything.
Mm.
It doesn't take away from the whole Breaking Bad experience that you had watching the whole show.
Yeah.
it doesn't add to the lore, except
Just like
We know he
whipped
gets-
cream on your ice
Yeah.
cream sundae. Just
also
added.
Adam Paul needed something to do.
Yeah, because he did try to do that Need for Speed movie, and then everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
And
Sorry, that's not Jesse.
He did The Rock and
He did the
Kevin
wrong.
Hart film. Like, maybe to get that role. But, what was that film that he sent? Was it not? No, it wasn't Central Intelligence, was it?
I can't remember.
Oh, is it the one where it's The Rock and Kevin Hart are in a movie together?
Yeah, that one.
No, it's the one that they go to high school, but he was overweight.
Yeah,
He's
I
up
think
The
it
Rock,
was-
and then he came back. He's up here, badass.
Central Intelligence.
Central
What's it?
Intelligence.
He was at the very end of that.
That's
Yeah.
such a forgettable film.
It
Man.
was,
It's
unfortunately.
kind of
Half
funny,
of the
but-
Rock's films are like that though. Like I like watching them and then I'm like, what was that? I saw. I know the Rock was in it.
Yeah. That could be anything. But did
Yeah.
you watch Jumanji?
Yes, and
Yeah.
I liked it.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the second one that's coming out soon,
Mhm.
and Danny DeVito was in it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
that's
you're,
true.
and you were going to get The Rock portraying Danny DeVito,
Yeah,
which is so
that'll be
bizarre.
interesting to see. Right?
It feels like you go see the Rock's films just to see the Rock though.
Yeah.
Like
I went to see Skyscraper purely because Rock was in it.
you're like the only person that did.
It's rare that you get an actor so big and so magnetic
Mm.
like The Rock, so electrifying, I should say.
Oh.
That you actually just watch the films purely because they're in it. Like,
Yeah, you usually get that. Like, it's rare now to get like a star, that much star power to go and get people to go to the cinema.
Yeah, there's him, Tom Cruise,
Brad Pitt, maybe.
maybe.
Not
Leo.
Depends,
But,
like, it's personal preference.
I think
really,
there's just a handful left
Yeah.
that sell a film because like you don't really care who's going to be in the next Marvel film. Well, you do, but it's not the make or break. You're going to see it anyway.
Yeah, well,
Like-
because it's Marvel, not because this
Yeah.
actor.
Johnny Depp was for like the longest time as well.
And then he
and
fucked
then
everyone up,
yeah.
battered Amber Heard, and
Oh no.
he allegedly punched Amber Heard. And
I don't-
Did you see the police reports after
no,
that?
I said like, I don't actually know.
I like how
I'm just saying.
Hugh, you're just getting really close to the mic when you try and make these wee points.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Do you know the best film she's ever been in?
Aquaman.
Never back down.
Never Back Down.
Aquaman.
Never Back Down. The guy from Never Back Down is the best superhero I've ever seen.
Do you know why? Because he never backs down.
He never backs down.
Whoa!
Right, we're not going to get into a conversation about Never Back Down because we'll be here all night. Hugh.
That's a podcast all on its own.
Yeah.
Can I-
Never back down podcast.
Moving on swiftly, did you guys
Straight
know?
back to 2019.
Did you guys know? Right, did you guys know there was a new Doom film?
I did, yeah, man.
Yeah. You told me the last take.
Why did I have to do that take again? Because you fucked it up.
Because I fucked up.
Yeah. Okay.
But you didn't know there was a Doom film, though, did you, Hugh? What's the name of it, Hugh? Then, if you know this Doom film.
Doom.
Dum dum dum.
Dum dum dum.
Assassination.
No, it's
No.
well, you're not actually as far away. It's Doom Annihilation. Yeah.
Ass Annihilation.
Whoa, it's a different movie.
The X-rated version. Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Have you seen it, Tom? Or have you just heard about it?
Heard about it, seen like I think it was a mock-up poster for it, but kind of like Doom 3D or Doom 3 sort of layout. thing.
Explain it to me. Is it a live action film?
It's live action, yeah. Have you seen the original Doom?
Yes.
The
Carl
one
Urban, The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl Urban goes first person for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It was okay.
There's a wee bit of first person in this one. This film is really weird. I hadn't heard anything about it, and then I was intrigued because obviously it's Doom, and I quite liked the first one, even though it was cheesy. Yeah. But so I gave it a shot. It's weird. Like, I can totally forgive you if you haven't heard of it, because it must have went straight to DVD. I think.
When did it get made? Was it this year?
This year,
This year.
2019, yeah.
They didn't wait for it to come out at the same time as Doom Eternal. The
Oh, they
actual
pushed
game.
it back. Remember Doom when that got pushed back recently? It should have been
Surely
in
the game is going to sell more than this film.
Oh, definitely.
So the film could have been used like a marketing thing.
a
They could have
DVD.
marketed it together.
Yeah.
Doom's quite a big property these days.
That would have made sense.
Yeah, it
but-
kind of lulled during the 2000s and 2010s, but
With the new one, with the new music and
Yeah.
you know,
Who's in
a
it?
bit of plot.
I couldn't tell you.
Was it-
I just like I looked it up at the time, but it was no one remarkable.
Yeah.
You know, like I thought, I don't remember them. They're good. Like nothing against them, but
Yeah.
what's the story?
well, see at the start,
Mhm.
you know, basically they get woken up in space and they're going to Mars and stuff like that. It's very very Doom.
Yeah, Doom so far. Have they got guns, Hamish?
They've got guns, yeah, like much like Doom, yeah.
Do they
But
shoot?
basically they find dead people. There's a couple of cool wee nods to other like id games, like they find a body and the name on it's Blazkowicz, which is
Ah, that's pretty
obviously
cool.
Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Make a
and-
Wolfenstein film then.
Yeah, they should.
Well, they
But-
can
and
though.
they've got like, you know, different colour key cards, red and blue
Yeah.
key cards and stuff like that. So, but apparently, like I looked this up. Anytime I watch a film, I look at the IMDb trivia just
Yeah.
to learn more about it and stuff like that. And the like the actual kind of Doom Twitter was like, I had no idea this film was being made. They had no clue about it whatsoever.
Do you think
but-
it's one of them? We should probably research this, but the film rights are different than the game rights, and how they sold the film rights a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
And this company was like, let's make a Doom film.
Let's do it now.
Yeah. But it was weird, like, because at the first on this station, you start seeing these blue, what I thought were like, I don't know, like zombie things. Like, have you ever seen Bright?
Yeah.
Netflix film Bright.
The one with
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Aye, it looked like
goblins.
Yeah, it looked like, well, they were orcs.
Orcs,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Orcs. Aye. Oh, so
Was it Joel Edgerton? Was it?
Yeah,
His
yeah,
character
yeah,
was
yeah.
an orc or something. They looked like them, so I was like, right, okay, so are these?
Bad guy.
Are these
demons.
Well, see that's the thing. Like usually they're demons from hell and Doom
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like
There's
that.
a
so-
Hellgate that's on Mars. That
Yeah, but I was like, is that
Makes sense.
a zombie type thing? Is that a mutation? But then, you know, like later on you do eventually see there is like a Hellgate and stuff like that, and there's even a wee bit in hell, which is actually quite badass. The woman goes into hell and
where she belongs.
yeah, it's
Sorry.
What?
Who hurt you, Don?
Women. None of them like to talk to him.
It's a solid 5 out of 10. You know what I mean? It's
Like
really.
Joker.
I'm just an asshole.
No.
The coolest part of it was the wee nods to the games and
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
That's right. That's right.
So-
Is it shot pure like B movie esque style?
yeah,
or-
and just some of the dialogue is pure B movie.
Yeah.
Like I say, like there's a wee bit where it's first person. Again, a wee homage to the
The games.
games and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like, you'd put it on if you had absolutely nothing else to watch. You know what I mean, and you'd probably enjoy it. You'd be like, oh look, that's pretty cool.
Mm,
but
sounds
it's
good, man.
sorry, it's
So-
not great though.
Right. I'm going to throw out a film here.
Okay.
Duke Nukem film.
Is it?
I would like John Cena to play Duke Nukem.
I would like John Cena to play Duke Nukem as well. I second that.
Dolph Lundgren, mate.
He's too old now, man.
Aye,
That's
he's too old. Well, Duke
Cena's
Nukem's pretty fucking old now.
pretty
Aye,
fucking old.
Hail to the king, baby.
Sorry,
You wanna dance?
That was really good. That was really good.
Pigs rule my ride. I can't do his accent. I can't do any accent.
That's a lot better than your usual accent.
That's
That's
right.
right.
This is my generic American badass accent.
Has that
I love-
ever been announced? Like, or
No.
been kind of planned?
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
It would go perfectly as a film.
Yeah, like as a funny tongue-in-cheek,
Yeah.
like
90s.
you treat, yeah,
Aye,
you
like,
treat
aye,
it
like an 80s, 90s kind of action comedy, but spoof.
yeah, making
like-
fun of the macho, like craziness of Duke Nukem, like
Yeah.
it's so masculine that it hurts him.
Yeah, it's the same way they did with like Black Dynamite, which was like a parody of blaxploitation
Yeah.
movies, and that worked really well. That's a fucking great movie, Black Dynamite.
I haven't seen that.
No, watch that, man.
Is that Michael J. White?
Yeah, it's man.
He's the best.
Who's interrupting my kung fu?
I've got a funny Halloween story.
Is it spooky?
No,
Oh.
it's kind of funny,
Spooky.
and it also kind of ties in with that scene that we were talking about in the Joker earlier on.
Uh-huh.
I'd dressed
That
up.
5 out of 10 film.
I dressed up as Duke Nukem one year for Halloween, right?
You don't have the guns for that.
Oh, my
By
dad
guns.
does.
And arms.
So you mean me in arms? Yeah, I mean I was like 10, so probably not back then, you know. But probably not now either. But
No.
have you seen him on the cover?
I know he's massive.
But I remember like we were running across like this park to get to more houses because we were trick or treating. Like that's how young I was, and you know, part of the part is like I took one of my dad's guns because my dad collects guns.
The replicas.
Well, he's got some real ones as well.
Oh.
But
Police.
you're
Come quick.
allowed to have guns.
He doesn't have a license.
It does.
I
It does.
I checked.
I checked.
That's why they're in a gun safe secured to a wall. Cause
I
you-
gave it to a 10-year-old.
But anyway, I've got like this holster on and I'm running, and the gun falls out, like the bit in the Joker, and I'm just like, it's fake. My friend's looking at me like, I think this Andy's mum and dad or something like that were like chaperoning, and I was like, it's fake.
It's like a promise.
It's a prop.
It's a prop.
You pick it up and you wipe it up on it, prints and put it back in. Hey, can you just handle that for a second?
Can you tell me, like, feel how fake it is?
And then go throw it in the river.
My dad says I have to throw this in the
I
river.
don't understand what that means.
But a Duke Nukem film would be amazing, man. That'd be good. That'd be a great idea.
Let's make it.
Yeah,
I would
let's
say
I'll
like
get a
that.
camera.
Yeah, I would say like it would be so easy to do, and you could have so many jokes about it. You
Yeah,
could
because
do
he's
the
a
location.
ridiculous character.
Yeah, and then the characters like with the pigs, war pig, like the actual cops are pigs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all just
Yeah.
go on.
That'd be a better film than Doom. Doom doesn't have that deep a story.
No.
Yeah,
You go to Mars
Hellgate.
or hell, and then you just kill
Shoot
demons
things.
and shit.
Yeah.
that's
But
pretty
it's
much
more
it.
versatile and you can do different things with it. Or you can have like, you know, if you went the Dolph Lundgren route with like an older Duke
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
as well.
Trademark 2019.
I'm pretty sure that in a couple of the games, like the later on ones, he gets called by the president to come out of like retirement or whatever. So
Duke.
you know, but
Damn.
you need
Did
that.
you ever play Duke Nukem Forever?
Yeah, I did actually.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about playing it more because I'm like, it can't be as bad as people say it is.
I think the only reason that I liked it was because I knew it was going to be bad.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
you set
because
yourself up.
it was like everybody was, you know.
I don't think the game is necessarily bad. It's just
Yeah.
not what you expect.
It
after
was-
like
it was-
25 years in the oven.
Yeah, it was purely just overhyped. But I'd heard about the people being let down, and then I played it, so I wasn't pure hyped for it.
Yeah.
But it's fine as a
Yeah.
game. Like it's fun. It's not the most technologically advanced game I've ever played.
No.
But
Everything's quite dated in it as well, like the jokes and that. But
Yeah, it should have been like about 2002.
That's
2003,
that's the thing. It was
But then,
been
like-
about a long time before it came out, but
yeah.
it's worth a play. Definitely, if you like that kind of game. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I see it around for like, super cheap. And I'm like, I love Duke Nukem 3D. I love Duke Nukem 64.
Mm.
I even like the stupid third person ones.
Yeah, that one's fun. See the one that was on was it the Xbox Marketplace had that?
Yeah, I think there was one on the N64 and
Yeah.
2 on the PlayStation.
And then what was the Babe one? Babe City or Babe Island?
Land of the Babes.
Land of the Babes.
Time to Kill, and I think there's another one. I can't remember the name of it, but I think they were all good. And they weren't made by the original creators, id or whatever it was.
Yeah.
They were made by like other
Mhm.
companies while they were making Duke Nukem Forever.
Was it 3D Realms? No, no.
3D
Yeah,
Realms,
3D Realms,
3D
yeah.
Realms was the company.
But yeah,
But Duke Nukem, yeah, film.
Yeah.
Make us a film,
Please.
people.
I won't see it.
I know Steven Spielberg listens to this podcast, so
Yeah, big fan.
Steve, I call him.
And he's like, stop calling me that. Get out of my house.
Get out of my house.
I'm too rich for this.
Have you seen anything else?
Things.
Oh, good.
I saw stuff.
Tell us about these things.
Tell us these stuff, man, because
Yeah,
I can tell you that didn't have a chance to do anything like to watch.
I've been
TV,
mostly planning for Japan.
Yeah.
I've been watching lots of Japanese stuff, especially game buying guides, because I want all the games.
Not just some of the games, not a wee bit of the games.
What do you need a guide for that for? You just go and you buy them.
I'm trying to find the ones that are English language. I'm trying to find the ones that have like they might be in Japanese, but you can play them.
Yeah.
Not RPGs, obviously. But there's several RPGs that came out physically for the Switch that haven't come out here. Ononaki, I Am Setsuna.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's another one.
You're a Satsuma?
I Am a Satsuma.
Yeah.
No, I Am Setsuna. I don't know if they ever came out for the PlayStation 4, but like they definitely didn't come out here on the Switch in English. And Final Fantasy 7 and 8
In physical.
I'm going to pick all of them up. I'm going to get all the Dragon Ball games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get Hamish something Sailor Moon.
A body pill.
He doesn't know what that means.
I don't. I'm not a weeb like you guys.
You will be after you watch Sailor Moon. But you know, I'm looking at things that are unique to Japan.
Yeah, you don't want to go there and then miss your opportunity when you come back. Like, oh fuck, I should have bought that.
Xbox and Xbox 360 and Xbox One games that only come out in Japan because they are going to be super rare.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know rare, but
more of a hassle to get.
Because they didn't sell a lot. You know, the Xbox didn't have a big user base.
There'll be less of them in the first place, and they'll be harder to track down when you're over here.
I think they'll be cheap because no one wants them.
Yeah.
Like that's the point with these games. Like people have to want them.
Yeah, people won't have to buy them.
I feel sorry for that guy that has to search my suitcase on the way back because it's just going to be
full of porn,
full of games and not porn, but you know, waifus and such.
Body
pillows. We'll have to buy the body pillows to like put between the games so the games don't break.
Yeah, that's his excuse. Like, I promise you, Nate, it's just because, you know, I don't want my games to break.
Yeah, no, I need my Famicom games to be in line.
Anyway, can you sleep on the couch for a wee while?
Yeah. Okay,
Me and the boys are going to lay down.
Other than that, no, I've just been planning Japan, that's it.
What about you, man?
I watched a film called The Furies. Have you seen that?
No, what's that?
Was it?
I've been trying to watch scary films, you know, I thought, you know...
Getting the seasons?
Spooktober, you know? We're leading up to Halloween, you know.
Did you watch Casper?
No, but I've been really wanting to.
Can I keep you?
For the past year, I've been like, I need to watch Casper again. How fucking good was Casper?
It was stupidly good.
It was awesome.
I loved that film.
I went and see that for my birthday.
Oh yeah?
I when it came out in the cinema.
How old were you then?
Jesus.
26, 27.
I think it was 9.
Something like that, yeah.
That's
cool.
Yeah.
I was at 96, 95. I think I was about 7 when it came out perfect time.
Yeah.
I think I got the SNES game as well.
Yeah.
The music was awesome for it as well, the theme song we had.
Is that the same set that did Backstreet's Back?
Alright.
I think it does. See when you look at it?
It's a big like spiral floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the same set.
So everyone's going, everybody.
Everybody. Don't keep this in.
Yeah.
Rock your body.
But yeah, so The Furies is basically kind of like it's like a horror version of like the Hunger Games.
Right.
Like it starts off, this lassie gets like abducted and then she wakes up in a box in like some deserty place. And I was like, yeah, woken up in worse places. So it's not so bad so far. You know?
Yeah.
But basically, there's like I think it's 8. There's 8 women, and then there's 8 like killers, and they're all wearing these masks. And the killers are obviously hunting them down. But then you find out they're paired together. So if you kill one of the lassies, then they've all got these implants in their eyes. So the heads of the killers will blow up and stuff like that. And
whoa.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
So did they try to protect their one?
Well, that's the thing. Like, there's bits where the lassies will kill other lassies so that this killer that they're matched with will die and will save themselves or their friend or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's
I quite like this premise.
It's quite a cool premise. Like, I could see it being like a video game or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
so do the killers know what what girl is
Yeah.
theirs to protect. So like if they weirdly have to protect one girl,
Well, yeah,
but try and kill the rest.
there's a bit like at the start where you see like the main lassie, and then
Main girl, Hamish.
main girl.
That's an international podcast. You can't say lassie.
Lassie means girl, like
Lassie,
Lassie.
like the dog.
Lassie.
yeah, the
Lassie.
main dog,
I think people get it with Scottish.
the main bird,
The main bird.
The main,
The main hen.
the main girl, like she obviously at this point doesn't know that they're matched up, but she sees like the kind of main,
Yeah.
for the most part, the main killer. He's got this weird like mask that you see like someone in Slipknot wearing. It's actually quite cool.
Mhm.
But he's like hacking someone up, and then he just kind of looks up at her and then he just waves. It's really funny.
So is this film like a tongue-in-cheek film, serious?
mean-
Does it try and be scary? Just
See,
teen slasher film?
basically, like I find that question really hard to answer because I don't. I see every horror movie as kind of tongue in cheek, like
Yeah.
because I don't find movies scary because I can never get that. You know, I can never,
Invested?
I can never suspend my disbelief so much that I, you know.
Alien.
Well, even then, like, I watched that as a kid. I loved it. Like
Oh, Alien's brilliant.
I
See the
can't
bit where the
watch
alien
it.
wants the hookie? He's like,
I used to have like alien toys and stuff like
I
that.
can't watch. I think it's Alien 2. Aliens. I think Alien 2. It just scares me.
Yeah.
I just fucking hate aliens,
I'm
man.
scared of everything.
I only read Superman vs Aliens so I could watch Superman beat these aliens up.
remember when he had to
You
pure...
get them.
is that the same one that he actually had to throw up like a alien egg
Yeah.
in space and all
Yeah.
that? So really strange. I remember reading
Beat
that
the shit
comic.
out of them aliens,
Yeah.
so I did.
I just I heard about the premise and I was like, you know, I want to watch scary films, you know, so why not? Like, it's all right. If you're a horror movie fan, you like it. There's a lot of gore.
Yeah.
It's pretty gory. There's a lassie, a girl. Sorry, Hugh. There's a girl,
International podcast, Hamish.
and like one of the killers has a like against a tree, and he's got an axe, and he puts it like in the side of her face, in her cheek, and very slowly. And I mean, like this takes like a minute and a half, 2 minutes or something like that. He's like peeling off her face, like pushing
Oh.
it towards her face from her cheek. You know what I mean? And eventually comes off, and then she's lying on the ground, you know, blood spurting out of her half face, and he kicks her. He's like, pretty sure you got her, man. Like, she's not alive anymore.
that kick is unnecessary.
It's like kicking a tire.
I don't know if you guys are ever going to watch this, but basically one lassie escapes and hunts down people and look for her because it's like a sport.
Right, okay.
Hunts down one of the
Like
guys.
Running Man. Have you ever seen that?
When I was like a kid.
Yeah.
But
He was Zero, but now he's playing Zero.
there's like a guy watching it, like on a
That's
wee
another one.
a wee VR headset thing and stuff like that. But this woman breaks into a house and tortures him to find where the other ones are. So I don't
Yeah.
know if they're going to do a
Is it
sequel or they were just leaving it open ended. You know what I mean?
Because I mean, they kind of done that with Hostel, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like the Hostel movies. Okay.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
For a horror movie, like I need to be in a very particular mood to watch a horror movie. But
Yeah.
if you like horror movies, I'd suggest it. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Right, okay.
So the last podcast and this one, we've been putting up on our Instagram questions if there's anything that you want us to talk about or answer on the podcast, and we got one from the guys over at Unofficial Controller Podcast.
Hey.
You can search them on Instagram. I think it's just Unofficial Controller Podcast, isn't
Yeah.
it?
The same on Spotify as well.
Mhm,
Yeah, on Spotify
on
as well.
Spotify.
I listen to them.
Yeah, give them a listen. Like I'm not a big fan of podcasts. I don't really listen to podcasts.
He hates this one.
Yeah, even ours. Yeah, especially ours. Yeah.
Because they're Eden.
Yeah, but you know, I've listened to them and they are pretty good. So go and give them a listen. But what game is going to be under your Christmas tree this year? So let's go to Hugh.
He's going to buy so many games for
Yeah.
himself.
I buy myself games, so I don't wait till Christmas because no one buys me games because
No one likes you.
no one likes me. Also, games are expensive.
Yeah.
I feel guilty when people buy me games.
Yeah.
But the games I'm probably going to play by the end of the year, I'm just going to say that.
Mhm.
Star Wars,
Mhm.
the Fallen Order.
Yeah.
The reviews have just come out for that,
Uh-huh.
and they're all great.
Okay,
It's
that's
a
good.
lot deeper than what I think. I was not really that worried because I love Respawn.
Mhm.
Like Titanfall 1 and 2, amazing. They're the guys that made the original.
Apex as well.
They made
Titanfall
Apex.
games, yeah.
They were in Infinity Ward
Yeah.
when Modern Warfare, the original, came out. Segue into Modern Warfare, I probably will pick up this Call of Duty.
Mhm.
Not for the multiplayer though, for the single player.
Mhm.
Because
Your boy Ghost might be in it.
Ghost. I never recovered from Ghost's murder.
Yeah, you still haven't.
Yeah, you were there when I.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. And then
For like a
Dom had to come
9-year-old
for me.
game.
Yeah, it's 9. Oh god, I'm old.
Something like that, isn't it? It's a while now.
Pokemon is out the same day as Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm going to play that game.
And I think that's one of my ones, Pokemon.
I've not. I played Pokemon Let's Go, and before that I played Pokemon Gold. So I missed out like 10 years or 15 years of Pokemon. But I kind of want to get back into it. Like, I think it's fun. I like RPGs. So I'm looking at lists of games that are coming out this year.
He's checking it twice.
There's No More Heroes is coming out.
No More Heroes 3?
Yeah, I think. Maybe.
I'm gonna go to Dom.
Yeah, go to Dom.
You're looking up shit.
So Pokemon, definitely for me, is a must for this year, especially with all the new things that they've been doing with it. The new mega modes they've been doing, like the mega summons, I would call it. They actually bring Fat Pikachu back.
Hey.
I was like, so the redesigns did it, but a lot of people aren't happy with it because it's all Gen 1s. A lot of people are Gen 1 sucks, and it's like the reason why you think Gen 1 sucks is because it's been out for X amount of years. You want something new. They did the Meowth one, I thought was hilarious. Like the giant version of Meowth is basically one cat. So when you hold a cat up and it just stretches out, it's just like a big version of that. I'm like, that's hilarious. Sign me up. I'll buy 2.
That's brilliant.
I'm trying to think if there's anything.
Death Stranding?
See,
I'm getting Death Stranding because I
don't know.
He's got me. I need to know what the fuck this is about.
I'm thinking of waiting until the PlayStation 5 comes out for that. I think
Really?
they'll re-release it for that. And
It's
then,
a year away, man.
But again, it's like
The year
I
flies
love.
by these days, man.
Especially the games because you've got a pile.
There's going to be tons.
I could probably give up a generation and just play the games I've got.
Yeah, you could do that as well. But you could do like try and finish a game a week. I mean, there's like a couple of people I know who do that, and it's like 52 games. You're like, oh, that sounds easy, but
Oh god.
it depends on the game, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of games you couldn't finish in a week.
Because I just beat The Last of Us in about a week. That's
Last of Us
only that's what a 12-hour game.
Yeah.
If you were trying to beat Final Fantasy 15, which for me was a 60, 70.
Yeah.
I think even now I'm
on
on it 80 hours. That's months. Like, because I don't have that amount of time to play in games anymore.
I'd say, and also Last of Us 2. I'd buy that. I want that for my Christmas. Hugh.
That's not coming out till next year though.
Aye, but I would like that for my Christmas. It's
Yeah,
like I want it out.
Pre-order,
Yeah.
voucher, you know.
You give me that and I'll probably take that.
I know a game that's coming out, and you now I've reminded you, you'll probably want it.
Kakarot.
No.
No.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh, get Guigi.
Luigi.
When's that out?
31st.
31st, Halloween.
Spooky.
Alright.
Oh,
Spooky.
you can get it
Makes
then.
sense, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up because I love the Luigi's Mansion game.
Yeah,
It's so much fun, man.
Yeah.
The GameCube one's
It's
actually
just fun to play.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's Nintendo.
Yeah,
Isn't
you just enjoy playing.
Quick review on the Nintendo Switch Lite.
Did you punch the
No,
microphone?
I grabbed the camera there. So. Quick review on that.
He feels very passionate about the Switch Lite, right?
I was like, God damn.
Yeah, my brother Jason got it and he put it on Instagram or Snapchat.
Yeah.
And his hands are so big that it looks like a phone in his hands.
Yeah.
Is it that small?
Yeah, it's very really small for it. Very light. The sound quality's pretty.
Picked a good name then.
Yeah.
What do you think of it though, Dom?
Yeah, comfortable.
Yeah.
Buttons are a lot better to play about with them for it as well. See, because you got the D-pad, got buttons on the original Switch,
Yeah,
and this one is an actual just D-pad.
because it doesn't have to be 2 controllers.
Exactly, so you don't need to worry about pulling them out for other people to join in multiplayers and that for it.
Is it still useless though? Because I
Unless-
need to pay an extra £100 and get the normal Switch,
Yeah.
which does the same thing, except you can plug it into the
You can
TV
put it on
as
TV,
well.
yeah.
But it's for people that are just wanting to use it solely just for games themselves, that they want to take it out portable.
Yeah.
For it.
I did ask him, why did you get a Switch Lite? And he's like, because I could just take Dom's normal Switch.
Yeah, he did say that. Fucking asshole.
it looks so small.
Spyro's really fun as well because they got the Spyro Trilogy edition of it, which comes with a wee Spyro stand.
That's
so they can hold
older.
onto the Switch. I'm like, that's
That
Okay,
did look
How
good.
does Spyro play?
really well.
Does it?
Honestly, I was shocked at how well they took. Because you seen the Crash ones that did for that, and they played really well, but they played it. They were too good at being like a remake for it
Yeah.
because it still had the problems that the original Crash had.
The
Of,
controls being floaty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that as well. They didn't really
Is it
implement
the same processor in a Switch and a Switch Lite?
I think it's slightly upgraded.
Yeah, slightly
Yeah.
upgraded, better
Nothing-
battery, better background.
Nothing noticeable.
No.
Yeah. but just
they
because
had to change it.
it's out later as well, so
Yeah.
they're obviously going to be able to.
The original processor had a hardware glitch, if you want, or a opening where hackers could get to,
yeah.
so they had to change it up.
And they also had to do the bit as well because see if you're, they had to take away the motion controls from it as well because you can't put the functionalities in because if you break that's stuck in your console. You can't get it out like you could with the other Switches. So it's like they had to get rid of that mechanic.
Are any of you getting the Outer Worlds? Because I am.
Yeah, actually, because that's one.
It does look interesting.
That's
yeah.
Obsidian.
Isn't that not coming to Game Pass though?
I think it's
It's a Game Pass first day.
I think
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
Cancelling that pre-order.
That's what I mean, man. Like I've just stopped buying games because they're going to be on Game Pass.
What about yourself? What do you want under the Christmas tree, Hamish? Oh,
We'll
sorry.
We'll talk about the games and then we'll say which ones we want under the Christmas tree to try and answer their question because now we're just getting to the point
See,
where
I'm very much like the same as you, Hugh. Like I've not had a game under my Christmas tree since like I was
I usually get socks.
16 or something like that. Because then I started working and I just bought them all myself.
yeah.
And then people don't know what you've got and stuff like that. So you're better off just buying it yourself and you'll have it as soon as you want it. You know what I mean? So, but around that kind of time, I'm hoping. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is good enough that I'm still playing it. It was a beep. Right? As a fan of Star Wars,
I'm agreeing with you there.
Doom Eternal's out end of November as well, so November's going to be wild. Like
I've still not played
every
Doom.
year.
I bought Doom ages ago.
It's on the Game Pass.
I know. We're going back to this. Like I bought it and then it's on Game Pass. I'm like, fuck's sake, Game Pass. I love you, but I hate you.
4K as well on the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
Count them.
I've played like one level.
Skates.
Back in the day when I bought it, I played like one level and I was like, oh, this is awesome, but that wasn't the kind of game
I got
was looking
bored
for
with it
at
in
the
the
time.
first
You know what I
level.
mean? But
I think I got lost and I was like, oh, fuck this game, I've got more games to play. But then every time I hear someone talk about it, it's like, oh, it's heavy metal music and you just run around shooting. And I'm like, that sounds amazing. I honestly need to get back to it because I love Wolfenstein.
It's different from like Wolfenstein and stuff like that. It's not like a cover shooter. Like you literally just run out and go mental. Like
Yeah,
I
that's how I
remember-
play all shooting games.
I remember this is back like in the first like Doom games. Like the first Doom game came out, and like playing a LAN party on a PC was a thing. Me, my mother, and my brother used to go to my dad's work after hours when he was still working, and they had like a network of computers, so we would just play Doom.
That's awesome.
And my mum and my brother would be like hiding behind cover and stuff like that and shooting. But you could just, if you died, you just respawned. So I would just run in, guns blazing, pure berserker, like because I was like younger and stuff like that. And the whole level used to just be littered with my wee bodies. With Doom's like that, you just run in and you just shoot the shit out of things.
Right, so the games I'm buying from now until Christmas, I'll probably play at Christmas because that's when I get time off. Modern Warfare, Star Wars, Pokemon, Doom, Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
And then I'll play all these other games I've got around it, like
Yeah, things like Doom and stuff like that. If you just sat down and played it, it won't take that long, you know what I mean?
I think
It's good probably see for Portal to do a stream of that.
Portal's a fucking brilliant game.
Twitch.tv/patchesingaming.
There's plenty of games coming out soon, so we'll definitely be playing them. If you want to keep an eye on when we are playing things, if we're going to be streaming anything, then mostly we'll put up a wee announcement on our Instagram, Patchesin_Official. You can also get us on Twitch. Where can you get us on Twitch, Hugh?
Patches in Gaming, twitch.tv/Patches in Gaming, which will be on Instagram and
Facebook.
Instagram stories and Facebook.
Just everywhere.
Yeah,
All that shit,
anywhere
like,
you've got it added.
You all know what the hell to do. Like you just search for Patchesin, you'll find us.
Like and subscribe.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel as well,
Yeah,
because
we've got
we're going to start uploading more videos for it as well. We did the new one there for the podcast last time with our editing work of Hugh, which was pretty good.
We're going to make Hamish watch Dragon Ball.
Oh, good.
That look.
If you've got any questions or anything like any comments you want to say to us, you can email us as well, can't you, Dom?
Yep, that's it. patchesinofficial@gmail.com.
Yeah. We'll you'll find us. Like we're not
We're
far away. Yeah.
We're always inside.
This will be the last podcast with the three of us for the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a solo one.
God save us.
No, because you can call it ham solo.
That's what I was going to call it.
Oh my god!
I wasn't going to give that away because I thought it was so good.
Great minds think alike.
You've ruined it.
Yeah. So
edit that out.
No, that's fine. So yeah, there's going to be an edition of Ham Solo.
Having a slice of this, huh?
Yeah. If you've got any questions or anything like that, send them into the email that Dom, just said, patresunofficial@gmail.com. Anything you want. Doesn't need to be like games or anything. Just
I need to
fill up time. So.
Yeah, Hamish will give you advice on anything you want.
It'll
You'll be an agony.
It'll be bad advice, but it'll be advice.
Agony and ham.
Yeah.
And ham.
And ham.
So make sure to do that. We'll be putting probably up some stories on Instagram and stuff like that. So make sure you follow us there if you want to send in some questions there. But in the meantime, thank you very much everyone for joining us today. If you made it this far, well done. You deserve an award. Let's say goodbye, guys. Hugh, let's say goodbye to the people.
Bye.
Dom.
See you later, guys.
See, that's how you say bye.
Bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.
Bang.
Say it bang. Bang.
Bang, bang,
Bang, bang, bang, bang.
Got to use that now.
Yeah, let's go to the end.